Alright guys, it's happening, we did it, we made it. Another Nintendo Direct is coming tomorrow. Block content. If you guys don't already notice this, I am beyond excited. I'm super thrilled. I am really looking forward to this Nintendo Direct. We just got the news, and I really want to talk about it with you guys because now that we've got all these leaks in the past week, we kind of know why this Nintendo Direct is coming, and we have some information about when it was actually uploaded. This is super weird and super interesting to talk about. So I really want to dive into all the games that they're going to be talking about and kind of predicting what the other games will be, because yeah, it's been confirmed that 2 games that we already know of are going to be talked about, but we know that some others are shoe-ins as well. And for those of you guys who like giveaways, we are giving away a Piranha Plant plushie and this beautiful What's Happening My Block Buddies branded t-shirt. So please press a thumbs up on this video, really helps out the channel. Subscribe to Blocked Content and comment down below why you should have one of these giveaway items. Alright guys, let's head right on into this. So really fun. Nintendo of America, of course, tweeted this out. Tune in on the 4th of September at 3 p.m. PT for a Nintendo Direct featuring roughly 40 minutes of information focused on 2019. Hashtag Nintendo Switch games, including hashtag Pokemon Sword and Shield and hashtag Luigi's Mansion 3. Now this is extremely interesting, right? Tune in for roughly 40 minutes of information. So this is pretty crazy. These things basically happen around E3 time. We get a lot of minutes and mostly just the big direct at the start of the year. But normally these really don't run for that long. And if they say 40 minutes, it'll run a little bit longer than that. That's usually the case with these Nintendo Directs. So that is extremely exciting to me. And they already talk about 2 games. So really want to dive into those 2. Luigi's Mansion 3 is a game that I'm super excited about, but also my very good friend Alex from Console Warriors is a huge Luigi's Mansion fan and can't wait for Luigi's Mansion 3. So we are really looking forward to more info, maybe some gameplay stuff, maybe new floors being revealed, maybe some more about the story, where exactly did Peach and Mario and Toad go, and maybe some other stuff about the multiplayer components to the game. I mean, this game is already turning out really amazing. The graphics gotten better with every single time that we've seen more of Luigi's Mansion 3, but also just the tone of it feels like a complete perfect mashup between the first Luigi's Mansion, which is one of my all-time favorite GameCube games, and of course Luigi's Mansion 2 or Dark Moon for the 3DS, and just compiling them together, taking the best bits of everything. So I really hope that this will hold up because it has so much charm and all these original animations giving Luigi so much life, and if this direct would just start right away and show us more Luigi's Mansion, I think that'd be the right way to go, right? Because we're nearing Halloween territory now, and I think that this will be Nintendo's very big seller that Halloween. I think that they're doing a really great job of making the game spooky, but still fun at the same time. I mean, they're not making it scary, because that's of course not really Luigi's Mansion MO, right? They're making it fun, they're making it offbeat, and they're making it pretty spooky. And that way I think they'll capture a great audience. And as for our second game, this one is really interesting because a lot of people have been talking this down a little bit. A lot of people are mega excited about Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I really wanted to give my take here just for the record, okay? I am a huge Pokemon fan. I grew up watching the anime, playing the video games, collecting Pokemon like figurines. I had an entire closet full of all the original Pokemon figurines, and when all these new generations came out, it was basically amiibo hunting, but you know, back in the early days when they didn't have chips in them and were, you know, being able to be read for NFC. So what I really think is amazing what they're doing with Pokemon Sword and Shield is that they're broadening the Pokemon brand a little bit, right? They're adding, you know, Galarian Pokemon types now. They're adding these weird evolutions that will, you know, Dynamax or Gigantamax your Pokemon. It has some sort of an open world element to it in one wild area, and a lot of customization for your trainer as well as new Pokemon. Of course, new region, new Pokemon. So service level, everything looks and sounds pretty great, right? I mean, even a UK-inspired setting, I think, is really fitting for Pokemon, and you can do a whole lot with the Sword and Shield theme, as they're doing with the Legendaries. I think that you can do a whole lot of very cool UK imagery and make it even very medieval-inspired in some aspects. Now, what people don't really love about Pokemon Sword and Shield is, of course, the missing of the Pokemon National Dex. And what that basically means is that not every single Pokemon will appear in this game or will be programmed into the game. So even though Nintendo and Game Freak have been really adamant about, yeah, we're doing this Pokemon Home stuff, where you can basically take the Pokemon that you've played in any game and you can transfer them to other games, they are basically shooting themselves directly in the foot with this new game in the series, which, you know, Pokemon Home isn't really a thing yet, and now they're already saying, yeah, we're basically not going to do that thing where you can carry your Pokemon to every single new game. And this is strange because a lot of Pocket Monster collectors, these other games in other series are doing this thing really well, and even games that, JRPGs that have some mechanics like it, they're doing great jobs, keeping all of this consistent, having original animations for characters. And I gotta be serious, there is a lot of Pokemon, there's a whole lot of them out there, but if you cannot make original animations like walk cycles and punching, kicking, and idling and stuff like that for those that are out right now, because you have a lot of them, it's pretty strange that they don't have the resources, or say that they don't have the resources, or maybe it's a balancing issue. But either way, it is strange that such a huge franchise cannot get their feet on the ground with this issue. I mean, a lot of people were saying, boycott Pokemon, we're not going to buy this game, but other people are saying, this is a right evolution for the franchise, no pun intended, because I feel like this could be the new opening for Pokemon, right? This could open up a lot of possibilities in terms of every single Pokemon game will be drastically different. But yeah, I think a lot of people, including myself, would feel a little bit left out in the cold if we really grew up with one Pokemon game and one generation, and that generation is basically shooed away. Or our favorite Pokemon, everyone out there has one favorite Pokemon, and maybe they won't be able to play it in a new game. That to me is pretty strange, and it almost feels like they're making a huge mistake and they need to course correct ASAP. So really hope that they do something to address this in the Nintendo Direct, but I kind of feel that they won't, because everything has of course already been planned out. There have been huge leaks about Pokemon Sword and Shield, so we know pretty much all the big Pokemon that are coming, Gigantamaxed versions as well as story details, characters, so that's pretty crazy. All that information is out there and we did talk about it in the video, so I feel like they just want to get this game out now. I feel like they really want to get it behind them. There's a lot of controversy. Nintendo has even commented on it, even the director of the game has commented on it, and it feels like they won't budge on the issue, which would be a little bit sad. And I think that if they listen to the fans just a little bit and give one little nugget like, and we're working very hard for DLC updates to include every Pokemon in the franchise, then everybody would be happy, right? That is basically the way that you go. Now, for a third game for this Nintendo Direct, of course, it's 40 minutes, and it's not going to be 20 minutes talking about Luigi and 20 minutes talking about Pokemon. There will, of course, be other games in here, and I think I have 3 of them, which I think are shoe-ins as well. Super Mario Maker 2 is one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Switch to play at this moment. It's a lot of fun, but I do feel a lot of stuff is missing, even missing like from the previous game still. So, I think that there's stuff in there that they could definitely add through DLC updates, but also there's this weird, elusive new game style that is just a little blank spot on the menu right now, and I feel like Nintendo already wants to fill that in, but will they reveal it now? What will it be? Will it be some sort of Odyssey 2D mode? Will it be Super Mario 64? Or will it be Super Mario Bros. 2, the US version, where you can basically pick up turnips, throw them, and have Shy Guys and all those kinds of mechanics? I'm really interested to see what they bring to Super Mario Maker 2. I have a feeling that it will be very bare bones, like the updates that we got for the first game, which just added a few stage elements and nothing too huge, even though, stuff like the coins that you could collect and the keys, they were game changers. But, we really want a new game style. We want new settings. Think of a beach setting or a volcano setting for the game, maybe even mountains. There's styles that look like mountains for other styles, for Super Mario World, but some other ones it's just sky theme or whatever. So I really want there to be more themes, more settings, because everybody really wants this game to expand. Everybody is playing it on streams, and we want more tools because it really feels like Super Mario Maker 1.5 instead of Super Mario Maker 2. It needs some more content to hold some more ground, right? And I think that it's pretty much confirmed that we're going to get some sort of information about Super Smash Bros. DLC. Pretty much confirmed maybe the reason why they're doing a direct in the first place, because of all the SNK fighter stuff that's been coming this past week. Maybe Terry is coming to Super Smash Bros. And maybe we'll get to know about it in this direct. Maybe Ryu Hayabusa, that we've also rumored about, is coming. Or maybe it will just be Banjo and Kazooie news. And about Banjo and Kazooie, there's a great comment that one of you guys made, and I will read it in just a bit at the end of this video, and you'll want to stick around for that one. So yeah, maybe it'll just be Banjo and Kazooie news, because we just want to find out what the moveset is of the character and when we will be able to play as Banjo. And will it be something crazy like the Hero thing where they basically drop, yeah, and Hero's coming tomorrow? Could Banjo be coming really, really soon? And like that ad in 7-Eleven in Japan, basically say, yeah, it'll be before the 15th, but don't hold us against it. Maybe it will be tomorrow. Maybe it will be even sooner than you think. To me, that would be crazy good news, because I'll spend the entire week playing Banjo and Smash with you guys on live stream. Now, one last thing that I really want to know more about, it's a toss-up between Zelda and Mario, right? I mean, we know that Breath of the Wild 2 is in development, but I also really think that they're not going to touch that at all for at least one more full year. I think that game is going to be in development for a very long time. I think they're going to want to make sure that, it's going to live up to the status of the first one, and it's going to be beautiful and unique in its own right. So do I think that we are going to get some more Odyssey news? Well, I think we are going to get Super Mario Odyssey 2 revealed in this direct. I think that will be the big thing that people talk about. I think that will be the big bombshell that Nintendo drops. Of course, they did this really weird teaser on Twitter where they basically, did something like, oh yeah, Mario's enjoying the sunshine and go on your Odyssey, So I think that it's time. I think that they've hinted to it, and I think that Mario Odyssey is such a great template for a sequel that it just has to happen. But what kind of kingdoms could it bring? I really don't know. I just want it to be more of Super Mario Odyssey and maybe give us some more incentive for bigger moons, right? Not these very easy to collect moons, but maybe some, triple moons that are necessary to really collect in the game to get big story beats going. I think that that's one thing that fans really want out of the game, is to basically have a better progression system. And could that be a hub world or something like that? I would love to see it. So at least give me back Peach's Castle. Totally love that in Super Mario Odyssey, and maybe make that the new hub world, right? Just like in Super Mario 64. So also, bit of interesting information, the video that is already up, it's right now at the moment of recording about 30 some hours away until this Nintendo Direct starts, and the video was already posted 4 days ago. And of course, all the SNK stuff was 4 days ago. So that leads me to kind of speculate crazy. Are we going to get that Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC news that we so want, or is it just going to be Banjo? I think we're just going to have to wait, but we don't have to wait long because it comes tomorrow, and let's live stream that. You can see my live reaction here on the channel. So if you want to make sure that you get the live stream to block content for tomorrow's Nintendo Direct, please subscribe now and ring the bell. Anyways, I'd love to hear what you guys think of this whole ordeal. If you comment down below, that comment could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, of course, do you think that this Direct will have more Smash Brothers information? So let me know in the comments down below. As for a previous question, and this is a big one, it comes to us from Forbidden Fate Gaming, talking about Banjo. And it seems like song lyrics, right? So maybe I shouldn't just read it, maybe I should play it. Banjo, take me home to Spiral Mountain, where I belong. Treasure Trove Cove, Monster Mansion, welcome home. Banjo, Banjo, take me home to Spiral Mountain, where I belong. Treasure Trove Cove, Monster Mansion, welcome home. Bear and Bird, welcome home. All right, guys, that was amazing. Singing a little bit for you guys. So thank you so much for a great comment. Forbidden Fate Gaming. That is incredible, dude. I think we should do a full version of that. Please write lyrics for it and I will record a full version. Maybe we should get it in the sound font of Banjo and Kazooie for Nintendo 64 and I'll program it. That's a really great idea. So let's do that together. Thank you so much. And of course, everybody who donates through the super chat in the live streams and through Patreon, you guys make blocked content possible. If you want to have yourself created in pixel art or join us for live discussions, have your own ideas animated by me, please go to patreon.com/blockcontent because there's a bunch of incredible rewards there and they're waiting for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Block Content family yet, click the subscribe button right now, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. All the news and fun you care about will be delivered daily to you. As the next Nintendo Direct, of course, tomorrow, we will live stream it and you will be in the loop together with us in that live stream, in the live chat. So let's have some fun together. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, I'll see you around the corner where there's always more blocked content. Blocked content. See ya.